Yep. The more information, the better. We're just
all knowledge is power. Yeah.
Yep. The more we listen, we watch YouTube a lot, and
I watch
it's not
more
a bad
than you.
thing.
I watch more than you though.
So what? When I'm driving and stuff, like Domino's, I just have YouTube playing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I just have YouTube playing.
That's a really good idea.
Because I have picture-in-picture on here on my phone, so I just have the map minimized into a corner, and then I have.
And I wish I knew how to work my cell phone that good.
Mike just got a S9, this new Samsung.
Really?
He loves it. Loves it.
I got this pretty good one because I never had a smartphone. It was that Samsung S7.
The
2017 or something, model 2018.
Yeah, that's good. Whatever. That's one iteration behind this, which is like nearly identical to it.
Yeah, I could take it out of the case and show you. But yeah, it has so many features, and I don't even know what to fucking use.
I know, dude.
It was only $200 though.
You gotta watch like 10 YouTube videos to actually know.
I think it was
everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all good.
Did you know about the glitch that you can email somebody with an Apple and it shuts down their whole phone?
No. Did they patch it? I'm sure they patched it.
Probably, but it was like the lowercase letter I, the rainbow symbol, and like the thumbs up. And if it's even in your phone and you message it, it will shut down your phone for 4 minutes.
Rainbows.
That's not it, so it won't work, guys. I'm not telling you what it really is, but it was like it was like a thumbs up, a rainbow sign, and like the letter M or something in that sequence. And when I don't know, why would you send that message and it would shut down your phone? How would that work?
I don't know. That's just a weird combination.
Is that like a debugging thing in there?
I'm sure it's some input something, right?
Like a debug.
It could be like a memory thing, or it could be some input validation. Like it just looks at it or reads it wrong.
It's got to be patched by now because I've been.
It has to be. Yeah. Most bugs that are found out, they just get hot fixed.
What do you know about EMP pulses?
Just it wipes out unshielded electronics.
Do you know how to make them?
EMPs?
EMP pulses.
No, I know.
Maybe we'll talk about that next show then.
Like a grenade?
No, it doesn't make any kind of. You make it out of a little taser. It doesn't make any sound though. Yeah. It makes a little psh, psh, and it will erase shit. It will fry your circuits. Military vehicles and military shit are shielded though from EMP pulses.
Right.
But
are cars shielded? No, just military vehicles.
Yeah, so, you can rebuild a car if it's made before a certain time, I think.
Gotcha.
But if it's made after a certain time, it fries all the circuits. Like I think it has. If it has fuel injection, you're fucked.
Right.
You're gonna have
it needs a carburetor.
I think so, and then it has to go a little bit further back too, because there could be some electronics in there that could be fried. So the earlier date the car, the better off you are. So they could set up an EMP bomb, possibly big enough to blow all the circuitry, and it would take about 6 months, not 6 weeks, to get back up and running in the United States.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, and it doesn't do any damage to anything.
Imagine everything just down.
Doesn't do any damage to anything. It just fries all the circuits.
The grid.
Everybody's okay. That's the worst part.
Yeah, everyone's okay. And then,
I mean, if you have dead and rotting bodies, that would cause disease. But if you leave everybody okay in the dark, would they kill each other faster, you think?
I think there's a ideology or concept for like 9 meals or something.
What is it?
Where it's if people miss, I could be wrong. It could be less or more. Like just saying 9 meals.
I've heard
after that, it's like people will go chaotic and start killing each other for food.
Is this everybody?
Survival. Yeah.
So what if you've had special training where it wouldn't bother you?
Well, then if you say you have like a food shelter or like a
what if I was trained? I could live off water for 21 days if I knew how to conserve my energy. Yeah. And just mental power. Right. But I'm talking about most people. Society, so I'm talking about every fucking person around me is going to want to fucking kill me for food.
Probably.
Fuck that.
If they don't have food.
Nah, man.
If they don't have food, they like, all right, so what's the first thing all right, us as a society, what do we do for food? We go to the store, right?
It's shut down from the trucks. You can't drive to get it.
So as soon as that food runs out, then what? You reach out to your neighbors. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. Family, neighbors, friends.
Stealing.
Right? And when they run out, then what? It's free for all.
Well, no, you
go to a garden. Down here, there's Starkey Farm, blueberries.
Do you want to hear the really bad situations that I've heard?
What's that?
China ate their children in the 1400s. Russia has eaten people when it was deep freeze and it was bad enough. They've ate children.
What? Yeah, I guess so. But why wouldn't you just eat horses or pigs or cows or?
Our President Trump's dad, or his grandfather, there was a trail that he was on, and all the horses froze on the trail there. So he came up with a great idea to open up a horse burger stand on the way up the trail, and all the frozen horses. He grinded up into hamburger and sold them on the way up.
Yeah.
So did you know about that?
No, I didn't know about
yeah,
that.
so they're eating the freaking horses, and they didn't give a shit, and they're frozen in the snow preserved. I mean,
yeah, dude. I mean, when
that's
you're
Donald
starving,
Trump's, yeah. But Donald Trump's at the other idea. But I mean, I'm just thinking like that you would go to any lengths to eat like. And then you can eat your shoe leather if you have good shoe leather.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can eat to live off of that too.
Like the hide, the shoe hide.
Yeah, you can also take charcoal that's burnt and you can crush them up and put it inside like a handkerchief. And then if you take water and you pour it in there and you kind of like drain it out, the water that drains out is filtered. Yeah, and then you can also filter water if you have a pool of water, like this is the pool water. And then there's water over here, this is stagnant. You want to dig a canal, and the roots will actually filter it, and then you can boil that, so it won't be as much stagnant as the other. There's a lot of different ways to get some.
So there's a lot of survival tips.
And if you need to, you can always eat bugs for protein.
Right.
You can smash them together and dry them into a wheat thing, and you can live off of them. So I just don't. I think it's a necessity, and people being fat is where it's going to come down to where people are killing each other.
And we'll be better adept at surviving.
Oh, we will, because you do jiu-jitsu.
But, I mean, people have guns and shit.
Well, you will, because you know somebody like me. So, I mean, shit. If you can make it to where I'm at, we'll probably have we'll start the next revolution, our civilization.
The revolution.
Yeah, the revolution will happen, and then everything will be gone, and then the next civilization will pop up. Because I'm keeping my head down when that shit's going off. I'm not getting involved in it.
Well, yeah, I mean, back to the horse thing and the bug thing. It's like only frowned upon in America, you know. Other countries eat horse, no problem.
Well, eating kids is frowned on everywhere. We're not condoning that. You don't want to hurt kids.
Yeah, obviously.
But I mean, these people get to the point where they starve and they're insane from starvation, you know.
Right.
But go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So like a big thing is water, right? And I mean,
I'd be scared.
You can live off of water
for 3 days.
For a long time.
Well, no. Without water for 3 days under ideal conditions, you're going to get fucked up. And most of the time when you go to the hospital, you're dehydrated, like 9 out of 10 people are.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that. When you're walking around all day, you're freaking pretty much dehydrated already. So if you get caught somewhere where you're not going to get water, you're going to fucking die pretty fucking fast.
Right.
So it's like, but if you can have water, can't you live for like?
You can live a long time.
I heard a month.
No, there's longer than that. There's been
really?
Documented studies. You can guys lived off of water and multivitamins in a science environment study for like over a year.
Then there you go. I mean, then the greedy people are the ones that are going to kill people for food.
Right. I mean, you can live. I mean, obviously, there's going to be discomfort. Obviously, you're going to things are going to be weird. You know
what Genghis Khan said about something like that? I don't mean to interrupt you.
What's that?
He goes, if you don't live with discomfort, if you live in comfort your whole life, if you live in luxury your whole life, if you always feel good your whole life, pretty soon luxury, feeling good and all that is going to feel stagnant. It's going to feel that's your baseline, you know.
Right.
So he goes, you have to go out and you have to do stuff that puts you in that position where you don't feel good. Right. And you don't like it, and then when you come back and you relax, it actually means more to you. And he wrote like this whole like little thing Genghis Khan did about that.
So you value your relaxation more because you're working so hard, you're overcoming stress and obstacles and things in your life.
And then couch potato people that get fat wonder why they're not happy.
Right. Because they have nothing to overcome.
That's their baseline.
Yeah, they get this stagnant
if they were outside
life.
mowing the lawn for 8 hours and then they feel fucking awesome sitting on that couch fucking eating potato chips.
Yep.
You know, but it's just, you know.
I think there's a little bit of
self-awareness or what?
Well, like kids growing up on their first job, to have a hard task, have a hard job, a physically demanding job that sucks, that no one wants. Okay, like washing dishes, mowing lawns.
I had all the shitty jobs.
Washing cars, some shitty job, roofing in Florida is hot as fuck, right? Some job that's just you're like, God, I just want to do anything but this. Okay, now if you're a professional and you have your own company doing roofs, cool, man, more power to you. But entry level, doing stuff like that, like Domino's, I'm doing Domino's, dude, this shit sucks. I mean, driving around's cool, but dude, it sucks. Let's be real. You want a kid to know that, so he moves forward. He goes, oh, I need education. I need to create my own company. I need to do something else but this.
Because you know why? Because there's people that will take that money and instead of saving it and try to make their life better, they'll go out and spend it on bullshit. Yeah. Because they're not very smart, but that makes them happy. And they're willing to, oh man, I got a good job at Domino's. Well, that's fine. And then you go home and you waste your money on whatever you want to. If we call it wasting, you don't call it wasting.
But it's society. Society kind of dictates what you spend. Like a woman, oh, lovey-dovey, I want this. And now the person that just works so hard for $7, $8 an hour, whatever they make, will have to spend their hard-earned money on things that aren't important, that aren't needs. They're wants and just items that don't matter.
Yeah, when you look at your life and you see what you need and what you want, you'll understand things. I think a lot of it's a reflection on yourself. You got to look at that, because there's a lot of stuff that you want, but the things that you need are very few.
Right.
And if you can focus on that and you can understand that, you might be happier. I don't know.
Well, that's a good topic to leave off. I think next time we'll talk about some minimalism and needs versus wants, and then EMPs. We'll get more into EMPs and survival.
I don't know if we should, because then if people start watching this for the gift card, they'll know how to use them. I can make lightning strike too.
Lightning strike?
Yeah. If I'll tell you, a bottle of rocket. You remember the little rockets you shoot up in the sky?
We'll call them Zeus.
No, you shoot
bottle rocket. Yeah, I know bottle rocket.
Not a bottle rocket, but you remember the rockets that go up like 1,000 yards?
Oh, those like mortars?
Well, like a mortar, but you would build them at home and you'd launch it with a little key and push the button.
Is it like the hydrogen peroxide thing?
No, he's probably too young. When I was little, you could buy rocket engines that would actually be hard fuel, and you would put it on a little stick that would go like this. You can't buy them anymore. And then you would have a line, and you'd have a key that you turn and flip the switch, and it would light it, and the thing would shoot up in the air like 1,000 feet. Dude. You'd have to build it at home,
bro.
So then
we should build it.
Well,
After Jiu-Jitsu.
We could try, but
engineering class.
But listen, so what NASA did, like 10 years ago, they put this shit out. They were using bottle rockets, and they went to a place where lightning struck, like the most, and they put a thin wire that was copper, and when this thing shot up, it had a ground. All the way, so there's a copper round wire all the way 300 feet. So lightning hits it, the wire falls it all the way. Well, I'll stop there because you got to know more.
Right, got to know more.
And the air's got to be positively.
So there's a lot into it. Next time,
and then you don't want to go around the area for a while. I think.
Is there like static charges in the air?
Well,
if you stick your tongue out,
you can actually. You know how to seed clouds?
Seed clouds?
Seed clouds?
No. The hell's a seed
ammonia nitrate or dry ice will make clouds in the air. You can actually seed clouds and make clouds. There's a lot of stuff that I can tell you about
growing clouds. Stay tuned.
It's called seeding. If you know what chemtrails are?
No, what's chemtrail?
Chemtrails are the little things that people say come out of the back of the engines of planes, and they accuse people of doing chemical warfare and all this. Well, if you look it up in the dictionary, it says it's chemtrails are either it's ridiculous how they say this, and you guys, you fucking take this and you eat it like it's bullshit, but they said they're not for weather modification, but they said they are used for cloud seeding. So do you know what that means?
So it creates clouds?
It creates clouds, but they're not used for weather modification. So,
but of course it is, because it's creating clouds, so it's modifying the weather.
So now if you have something else that can make a certain rumble like HARP that moves energy like hot air and cold air.
Oh yeah.
Now you have weather modification.
Yeah, so these planes are making.
I'm not saying nothing, but let's stop. I'm not saying nothing, but
we'll get more into it.
But they put out mist, but sometimes they'll see clouds because they showed it on Nova. They were shooting them out of bottle rockets with dry ice, just puffing things in the. And then what happened? See how lightning? Do you know how lightning is made? All right. Well, do you know how the static's made?
Clouds that rub against each other. Static?
But how do the clouds rub in each other? How does that work?
I have no idea. Dude.
Well, they only have a theory, and the theory is how you have raindrops.
Yeah.
So when the water evaporates, it gets heavier, right? So it goes up, and then you got when it gets too heavy, it falls down as rain. So in between, they think that this rubbing is what's making up the friction.
So is it like the actual atoms on?
No, it's just this is all they say, because I researched it. They said it's just these little interactions. What are they called? The elements or whatever they are, the atom or whatever. Whatever you just said. So the interaction between the light water and the cold water, just that rubbing creates it.
Oh wow!
Now, do you know what makes the noise? When the lightning hits, all that air is void. It
kills, like explodes the air,
and then the vacuum fills in. It goes boom.
Oh, dude! So it's like
it ionizes the air. It's like if you put a laser through a battery. Guess what happens?
What? It explodes?
No, not a battery. A diamond. If you put a laser through a diamond, like see, you can find a diamond this big, a real fucking diamond, and you drill and you put a laser that can cut through that diamond. You know what's going to be left?
What?
Nothing, because it turns into carbon dioxide. There's no dust.
Oh,
there's
really?
just a hole. There's no dust or nothing.
Damn.
What's a diamond made out of? Carbon.
Oh, is it carbon? Oh.
It's carbon. It's carbon. Diamond's made of carbon.
Okay.
So what happens when you turn it into like an air? You know, when you it's carbon dioxide, so it's invisible.
Damn. So
Yeah.
it's just like this perfect hole right through the diamond.
Yeah, it's no melting of like in the movies or nothing like that.
Yeah, like Terminator. I melt you.
I look at you like you should know this shit.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck. Dude, I do jiu-jitsu and computer shit.
I thought
I don't cut through fucking diamonds.
I don't know why I fucking know it.
Well, it's a lot of good
I was
information.
into
dude.
I was
You know
in,
shit. Yeah, that's
well,
good.
I was into designing shit a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
Designing. That's good.
I
man.
went to college for it for a little bit until I figured out nobody's gonna give me no money to do nothing else. I can be really fucking smart. So your shit always looks like everybody else's when you follow all the
the rules and the guidelines and standards and best practices.
It's what do they call it? It's complicated. I can't think of the name of it.
Templates or something, or
No, it's not complicated. It's the same thing as like when you build something for a house and everything's
codes.
codes.
Yeah, like guidelines.
Yeah. But they're stupid. I mean,
they're there for a purpose.
they are,
but most of the time.
But
stupid.
that's why everybody's house is the same. Then when you get into a richer neighborhood, everybody's house is almost basically the same, but they're
Right.
better looking houses because they're using better materials.
Yeah. Well, and they have like
Because they're more expensive.
they probably have like three or 4 or 5 different
Versions,
layouts.
layouts. Yeah,
Different
they get away with that. You know, in different configurations.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to have a home specially designed for you. Shit,
I
man.
need a home specially designed.
I do too because I'm big, but I'd rather just have a big cage,
Dude,
like 300 feet in the ground where nothing can hurt me, and I just chill there forever.
I'm good. I'm good if I have a bed, a bathroom, a computer, water, shower. You know, just basic needs.
What
And
would
I'm
be
good.
your ideal place to live?
Like location or house, or what do you mean?
Your ideal like living space. Like if you said
Just like a, like one of those mini homes.
really.
Yeah, dude, have a little computer area, have my bed, have my little kitchenette area, like an RV type of thing.
Would it be like hermetically sealed or anything
I
underground?
don't give a fuck.
See, this is what I would have.
I mean, if you want a bunker or something. That's
No, this is if I had my house and I had it made, I would make it all underground, and then right beside it, I'd have like a 50-yard range where I could shoot underground, to where I don't have to worry about hitting nobody, and I have it all, and then I have an arrow range because I'm the only one there, and then I'd have it quarantined off, so above the ground you'd only see like an outhouse. Yeah, so that's what I would have. But.
That's cool, dude. I mean, I would,
That way
But those are like so much wants, though. You need so much money for that.
I don't give a shit. You said what I want.
That is what.
Yeah, it's like,
true.
what would you want? You know, it's like,
It's true.
let's fucking hit the lottery and do it up. Then you'll start watching our fucking show.
Build a fucking island and have like a water bat cave going in there.
Dude, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna fucking hit the lottery, and then we're gonna build islands for ourselves. And then you guys are gonna be like, we should have been watching them a long time ago because we'll get more money out then. So we'll try that.
Of course.
We're gonna hit the lottery soon, and then we'll get back with you.
Hitting the lottery. We're out.
Peace.
Boom.